Hello everyone and welcome back. We are back today with a new game. Eternal Strands. I'm actually going to turn the music down because I do think it is a little bit loud still. I've already, as you can see, turned it down a fair amount, but there we go. Yeah, at any point just let me know if any of the audio needs adjusting slightly. I have turned it down to what I think is suitable level, but yeah. We are going to be playing Eternal Strands. I've sort of looked a little bit at the game. It looks very fun. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is about, I'm going to be honest. It came onto Xbox Game Pass. Well, I saw it like a little bit prior that it was coming onto Xbox Game Pass, so I was like, that looks interesting, I'll play it. And someone that I follow on TikTok is also a voice actor in this, so I thought, that's also cool. Lots of other people have been playing it and said it looked nice and like was fun. And it's new, and so I thought I'd give it a try and see what I think of it. The sounds of it's like a bit like Monster Hunter, which I've not really played many of the Monster Hunter games. Like I played one on DS like ages and ages ago. But then also like kind of survival-y extraction game. We'll just have to check it out and see. But I'm gonna jump right in with a new game. We're gonna go with normal difficulty. Don't know if we can change difficulty later on, but I might as well go with normal for the first playthrough of it. When Weavers born in the next era asked what we were willing to risk wrangling these capricious lands into hearth and home, our exploits must answer simply whatever it takes.
The Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it has lived up to all I hoped it would be. Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began.
Oh.
Thanks.
Bryn, over here. What do you think?
When you told me that joining your band meant I'd see the veil, I wasn't picturing this.
No one's been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles. Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Veil's shadow for decades, but no one has found a route into it. Until now. You have no idea what I had to do to puzzle out this passage.
I definitely want to hear that story later.
My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow. I'll stay to oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition?
Really?
Of course. It's important for the other Weavers to see how you do in the field. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are.
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes. It should help us get our bearings before we start the search for the Strand Road. And if you make any discoveries, that will endear you to the band.
For sure. I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them.
I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous. Just steer clear of the tangles. Any questions before you head out?
Okay. Question hubs, like below, will loop back to ask more questions. The top option continues with the dialogue. Already heard options will grey out. Okay.
The Strand Road?
A famous trade route into the Enclave that led straight to Denevron. The hub for bartering magical goods. Before the Surge, caravans used the Strand Road to enter and exit the Enclave with their goods. It's been completely submerged by tangles, unfortunately. Still, if we can get any closer to that passage, we will find rare artifacts lost in the Surge.
I know the scry is a standard device across Weaver bands, but my previous leader, Aaron, didn't really make use of ours.
He sent you on expeditions without it?
I mean, I wore the earpiece, but he didn't exactly stay close to the table at the camp while I was out.
That's incredibly dangerous. I'm surprised you're still alive.
Yeah. Anyway, mind explaining how it works in your Weaver band?
When you go on an expedition, you'll wear the earpiece, which allows me to communicate with you and give directions from the scry table. At the table, everyone will be able to watch your expedition and communicate with you as needed. The last, most important function of the scry is that it allows me to use magic to pull you back to camp when your life is in danger.
Right.
So basically, if you get killed, that you just immediately go back to the camp. Or, well, get, like, to the point where you would otherwise be killed. Which is, I think, a nice way of doing it within the universe, of, like, a in-universe explanation. A lot of games don't do that, which I think is pretty cool.
That clears up anything I needed to know. I'll head to the watchtower.
Glad to hear it. You can head out then.
Okay, time to actually start playing the game rather than just learning about the world. Obviously, standard WASD.
No visuals on the scry. Can you hear me?
I can. Some interference, though.
Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
I'm on it.
Yeah, move the camera separately using the mouse. Always like separate camera and movement controls.
even more impressive up close.
Just this should magnify the enchantment, and
Thanks. Got visuals back.
The Veil's shadow is incredible.
Never seen anything like it.
Tangles. Beautiful.
And deadly. Give them a wide berth. The closer you get to the Veil, the thicker they'll become.
its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now.
That's like, I guess, a healing potion that I don't need currently.
That wall is completely frozen.
Weaver's Grasp lifts and moves objects and creatures. A purple aura marks valid targets, while those marked red are too heavy for the current level of the strand. Control to prepare the strand. Hold to cast and release. Throw it forwards.
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the Veil.
See those glowing bulbs? Infernal alliums. They combust when broken.
So, if I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
Brilliant! Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
Give it a moment to cool. Then you should be able to climb.
I mean, that looks like there's fire still there. That's safe, I guess, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna see what the rest of keybinds do, but I may have to change them because E to pick up is not the easiest for me.
Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave's surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition.
Okay. I was thinking I was gonna have to do running jump, but I can just climb across this.
Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Darm's right about it being a living mineral. I can feel it humming with magic.
Wait, I'm losing...
Aurea?
Bryn, connections back.
Was that a drake?
Yeah.
Pulling you out.
Mira's breath. I knew this was a bad idea.
We can't extract you.
Darm, fix it. And Lane have tonics on standby for her return.
Oh, it's to dodge, but that's hard to do.
Good. Head out of the cave so we can get our bearings.
Yeah, I could also have just climbed over it, but it told me to throw it.
For the love of... It's an Ash Peak Drake.
Quick, your frost magic can cool a path.
Ice wall. Ice wall rapidly freezes water in the air to create chunks of ice. Useful for pinning foes of all sizes and creating ledges or bridges. For distant targets, aim at the furthest point and draw the ice closer.
Good. Darm's still working on the scribe, but you need to keep moving. Lane, got anything from the map?
There should be a minor patrol path ahead that loops back to the watchtower. Oh, it runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it.
Aurea, that Drake's acting like...
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
I'll go back to unpacking the armory.
Damn it, Casmin was right. That drake is rutting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It won't stop.
Skies, what do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast.
There's a breakable item over here. I'm gonna run and get it.
Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
I don't think I'm hitting it.
If I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook should lead to the path guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
Why am I taking loads of damage? Was I supposed to throw those things somewhere else? guess I can just do that.
That Drake is never far behind. Just keep going.
That's the path.
You're doing great, Bryn. Final stretch.
That can't be an ark.
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the Veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still, you need to get... You've got to hold it off. We'll work on an escape plan. Vitality tonics.
Skies. If this isn't the strangest.
What the... Hang on, Bryn.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Back up!
You're...
What? We're coming to you, Bryn. Follow that arc. We need to go. Now. Up ahead! Clean! Ah!
I'm fine. Keep moving!
Guys, the arc!
It didn't exactly last very long in that big fight, but it was kind of planned, I think.
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
That can wait, Dom. Aurea, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
That's what I need to address. While my wing recovers, Bryn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Bryn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and lived to tell the tale. I think we're in good hands.
Yes. I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
As long as we don't all die here first.
Dialogue chooses guide Bryn's demeanour and explore different parts of her character. There are no wrong choices. Okay. Team needs pep talk, remind them we're still weavers. Team needs to have faith in me, inspire with confidence. Team is understandably nervous, offer reassurance. Either the first or the last option.
Hey, take a moment to remember. We're in the Enclave. Haven't we all fantasized about this? This place holds mysteries beyond our wildest dreams and secrets to our past as weavers. It's time to uncover them.
Revelations await us.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Veil's shadow, we had no idea we'd end up here. The Enclave was once a safe haven for all weavers, and the pinnacle of innovation. Since the Veil went up, weavers took the blame for decades of war. Stories that put children to bed, preached the evils of our magic. All because of what happened here. We owe it to ourselves, and to our brethren across the Maida, to find out not just what happened, but why. Maybe then, weavers can find our place in the world again. But first, survival. Bryn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
The scry. The whole band gathers around when I'm away from camp. It's nice to have people literally watching my back. Sev, how are you holding up?
Oh, fine. I mean, I'm trapped inside a magic bubble that's filled to the brim with life-threatening creatures. Also, left an entire known world behind, and I'll probably never see remnants of my past life again. But, you know, I'm fine.
It's okay if you're scared, Sev. I'm a little nervous myself.
Oh, good. Our point is worried. One person who's supposed to be fearless. Yeah.
Sev.
This apprenticeship is turning into more than I signed up for.
That is completely understandable. We're all reeling.
Yeah. You're probably right. Listen, I should get back to helping Sola.
Of course. I'm here for you, Sev. We all are.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to go talk to all of them before I go talk to the other person. Ooh. I can craft with this person. Crafting! Craft new arms and armor at the smithy. Each design uses a combination of different classes of material, forged, carved, etc. These materials are divided into slots. The top slot uses the most materials but has the biggest impact on the item's stats. Materials have properties such as weight, resistance to heat, and so on, while also affecting colour. Mix and match materials to create custom gear in both ability and looks. Some quests also require crafting. These live in their own category but work the same, provide the needed materials and craft the item to advance. Quest materials are only ever used for one recipe. I'm guessing that's basically the same as what I've currently got. Yeah. That's all basically what I've got.
You've been busy.
It's a work in progress. Taking stock and all. We lost a lot of gear running for our lives. Speaking of, are you doing okay?
I'm fine. We all got through it safe. And in the process, we did the impossible. We breached the veil of the Enclave. Land of mystery and danger. I can't wait to get out there.
Treasures and glory, huh?
And bards singing our names.
Then I'd best make sure you stay safe enough to tell the tale. Oh, and listen. We've got your back, okay? All of us. Right now, we need to focus on getting our feet back under us. And you need to get the lay of the land while we do.
Loom gates must need a massive source of magic to function. Instantaneous transit across hundreds of leagues.
Dom? Hello? Everything okay?
Brain, you are going to check out the loom gate at some point, right?
Yeah. Of course. I'll get around to it.
Good, good. Why it refuses to function is a mystery we must unravel together. A priority.
Not worried about our survival in an unknown land filled with volatile magic like the others?
Details. There is so much to discover, survival will take care of itself. Or Casbin will insist it does, at least. So, our acting point. Is your heart racing at the prospect of traversing these lost lands?
I just want the real action to start. I want to find the biggest, baddest creature in the land and I don't know, climb it, or tear its strands free, or chuck a boulder at its head.
Would you mind flipping the order of those last two? A boulder might wreak havoc with the integrity of the strand.
For you, I'll think about it.
Oh, thoughtful. You're going to make a great point, Bryn of Carnhaven.
Thanks, Dom.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, something else is tugging at my attention.
Loom gates.
Loom gates.
I wonder how this arc managed to get us through the veil.
By the looks of it, it was a one-way ticket.
Well, the Enclave built many arcs and other magical constructs. I've never heard of one designed to repel Drake's breath, though.
You think we might find another ark that could help us escape?
Or possibly repair this one? It must be special somehow. As Aurea said, the arks never left the Enclave, yet this one did.
We know as much as we can from looking at it. Time to start exploring if we want to find answers.
So, Lane is voiced by the person I follow on TikTok. And I do recognise the voice. It very much does sound like them, which is very cool.
Lane, you seem lost in thought. Settling in all right?
Oh, Bryn. Yes, I am. And you? I notice you've been checking in with the others at the camp.
You did? Are you spying on me?
Oh, of course not. It's my vocation to observe. Not just you, everyone. In fact, if you'd like, I can tell you a little about the others. You are newer to our band, after all.
I do want to ask. This one just continues the conversation, but if I ask these things as well. At least I'm assuming.
Before joining, I knew Aurea's band was renowned for its top-notch techniques in weaving. Why do you think that is?
To keep a points expedition gear competitive, you need a smith and an enchanter working in perfect harmony. And there's never been a pairing more harmonious than the union of our enchanter, Dam, and our smith, Sola.
They are sweet together.
Did you know Sola is descended from nobility in the Sansa Empire? Shame her family lost their fortune, though I suppose that's why she's so down to earth.
Are both Dam and Sola from Sansa?
No. In fact, Dam hails from Renland, where magic is completely forbidden. I often wonder if Dam's fascination with enchanting would be as obsessive if magic wasn't dogmatically kept from him as a child.
I've travelled with a Weaver band before, but it wasn't quite as functional as this. What makes this one run so smoothly?
The obvious answer is Aurea. Not only is she a strong point and leader herself, but her mother is one of the most famous enchantresses of our time. She's grown up surrounded by excellence.
Wow. Still, it sounds like a lot to live up to.
If it is, Aurea makes it look easy.
You said Aurea is the obvious answer to this band's success. Is there a not-so-obvious answer?
Yes. While Aurea runs the field, when it's time for the caravan to move, it's Casmin who takes over. She used to be a quartermaster on the docks of Don Brennick, facilitating relief efforts for the Udean Federation. With the speed she can pack a caravan, it's no wonder that Aurea trusts her to take over when it's time to move.
Given that I'm the newest member, how do you think I fit in?
It speaks volumes that Aurea trusts you with taking over the expeditions this soon. I would have thought Casmin might take over in this interim period instead of you.
Casmin?
Up until about 6 months before you joined, Aurea was training her to become her replacement as point. It was going well, then out of nowhere the training ended, and Aurea began searching for a new point. I don't know if it was Aurea's decision or Casmin's, but either way, I suppose it's all for the best. You wouldn't be here otherwise.
Casmin hasn't been the most welcoming towards me. I wonder if she could be upset that I'm the new point.
Knowing Casmin, if she has a problem with you, it won't be long before she confronts you about it.
Ah, great. Sev is relatively new to the team too. Has Sola taken on smithing apprentices before him?
No, she's never had an apprentice before. I don't know how he came to be her apprentice either. No one seems to.
That's a little odd, isn't it?
Not really. Typically, Ram are very secretive, culturally speaking. Sev may remain an enigma. I wish he would open up, though. I'd like to learn more about his people.
Lane, offering insight about the others is nice, but I came here to talk about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to know, really. I suppose I'm the typical third child to a second son of a patriarch of a minor mercantile house in Judea.
What?
I've enjoyed the experience of growing up in a family embroiled in feuds so long-standing that no living relative can recall inciting incidents firsthand. At a young age, scholastic endeavors became my escape from the familial turmoil until I could finally leave home, and so on and so forth. Nothing but a classical presentation of third child issues in a Judean mercantile family.
Right. And how are you feeling since we entered the Enclave?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. Nothing's really wrong, but never mind.
You sure? Whatever's on your mind, I'm happy to listen.
Yesterday, entering the Enclave in our lifetime seemed impossible, yet today, here we are. It strikes me as an opportunity that was profoundly easy to miss. That's all. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Have I spoken to all of them?
Your tent. Might not be glamorous, but you can rest here when you're not gallivanting on expeditions.
It's perfect.
I don't know about perfect. I could have done a better job if we didn't lose half our supplies when we passed through the Veil.
Seriously, I didn't have anything close to this in Aaron's band. Half the time I was lucky if I didn't sleep on dirt.
Huh. That's... unfortunate. I'll leave you to get settled.
Also got to pet the animal. It gives me the option to pet. Of course I'm going to pet.
Hey, Casmin. Recovering from our wild entrance into the Enclave?
Save it, okay? I know I should have been more prepared to move.
Hold on, that's not what I...
If I had been more prepared, we wouldn't be missing half our supplies. With more supplies, I could have done a better job patching up Oria's wing. If I had fixed her wing properly, we wouldn't be in unknown territory with a point who...
Whatever it is, just say it, Kaz.
You're no Oria. I'm sorry. But she has more experience and who knows what's out there.
Hey, you're right. This is a first for me, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't terrified. But Oria is going to guide me through this. And to start, I'm going to do everything I can to keep us all alive.
That is oddly reassuring. Staying alive is a reasonable first goal.
It's a great first goal, and one I'm pretty sure I can handle.
I can try to trust you with that.
That's all I ask.
Okay, that went well. I thought that would work good for her. Equipment management. Go to Casmin's cabin will be the loadout Bryn takes into our expedition into the Enclave. Loadouts can be changed at any time, but cannot be swapped while in the field. I don't have any other like equipment that I can change, so I guess... Oh wait, there's one more thing here to look at.
So this is a loom gate. It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit. Oh, imagine being able to travel leagues instantly. If only it were working.
There's no sign of damage. It just seems inert.
Deactivated, perhaps? Or simply lacking the energy such a powerful enchantment would need.
You'd know better than any of us. If we could get it working, though.
Oh, the possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we whisked around the Enclave. Metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
You're cute together. It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of their work with one another.
Who could have it any other way?
After being together for 7 years, we're bound to have something in common.
Come, my love. There must be something in the archives.
Anything else for me to take a look at? I think so. Okay.
I was impressed by how you handled that drake outside the Vale.
A little terrifying, I will admit.
But you kept a cool head and didn't let it get the better of you. Not everyone can do that.
So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here. Still, it is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring. Promise to take it all in for me.
You must be devastated that your wing is holding you back.
I can't deny that my heart breaks at the prospect of being stuck behind the scry. But knowing I've found the right replacement helps. Besides, this wing won't keep me down for long. I'll be back out there soon enough.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, we need to get the lay of the land. Thankfully, Lane Free has an old map of the Enclave to help us get our bearings. It's 60 years old, pre-Surge. No chance it's accurate, but that's where you come in.
I'll update it as I go.
Exactly. We've made camp in what was once a way station for caravans entering the Enclave. Just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on the outskirts of the Enclave. I've scanned it from the Overlook, and we've got 2 landmarks of note. A second loom gate, and what appears to be a giant statue, possibly an ark.
You can see it from here? Must be massive.
If either is functional, Dom will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger. The path is down by your tent.
I'll head out now.
Alright, I do want to quickly mess with the controls a little bit because dodging with Alt is really difficult because that's literally underneath my hand. Like, I can't imagine it's particularly easy for anyone, really. Like, left or right-handed, but... what other key do I put it on? Usually I would have it on control, but control is the casting thing. Let's see. Ooh. Right, options. Keyboard and mouse. So WSD, jump. Sprint is fine on shift. I want to change dodge to control. Okay, we're gonna have to change a bunch of things. Interact, I suppose, might have to just stay as E. Watch as Wisp. I don't know what that does. Because I'm tempted to switch interact to V and watch as Wisp to something else. Might do that. And then I'll have to find a spare keybind for this at some point. Actually, is there anything on B? Then at least it's only just over if I do need to use it a lot. No, there isn't. Okay, we'll switch it to that. And then primary melee, secondary melee, imbued melee, primary range, secondary range. I don't need the shortcuts because we'll use the weapon wheel, which R is fine. If we change that to E, casting stance to Q, then it's the same casting button as Enshrouded. That should make it reasonably easy. Current consumable F. Okay. Let's see. So I can't use some of them right now. But that should be fine.
clear as a sands of summer, Bryn.
No interference from the Enclave?
None. The connection is much stronger than outside the Vale.
That's reassuring.
Okay, so I can break pretty much anything to just get materials. There's a ladder up here. Let's see where this goes. Okay, I apparently can't climb a ladder. I can climb the rock. Oh, if I throw that... Oh, it's too heavy. I just found some hidden loot up here. And I guess at some point we might be able to like harvest this.
More arcs.
And they're clearly happy we're here.
Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
Don't get mushrooms or anything from that. I'd also need to remember that I have a bow if I want to do range stuff. Oh, my inventory's full. I just like run back and drop it all of it off. Okay, so it auto drops them off, I guess. Yeah. Wait, it's going back, try and like make the time go forwards. Is it gonna be night when I go in here now? I guess so. Oh, there's also that thing up there. It's like very much like all branching paths, so look for a second loom gate in Fella's Arch. Look for a great arc near collapsed mine. Okay, so heading like off that way. just head this way.
Fresh water in walking distance of the campsite.
I'll set up a purifier for it and collect later.
Hydra's Brook, aptly named for the spirit of water that flows.
Creatures could be hunted for food. Any of these plants look edible?
Dan will put anything in his mouth if he's curious enough. Whatever he doesn't vomit, we'll eat.
Just try not to poison him.
Okay, somewhere around here.
This must be the second loom gate.
What's covering the base?
I'll check it out. A lot of debris on the platform. I could clear it with kinetic magic.
What about the loom gate itself? Is it functional?
No sign of life, but see that cloud of raw magic? It's leaking from the broken pipe near the edge of the platform.
So we have two powerless loom gates and a tangle leaking out of an enclave construction. I wonder if Lane still has that treatise we picked up in Taza.
And he's gone.
Okay, that's all for that one then, I guess. Okay, I think that was like a crafting recipe or something. What's this? Okay, don't think there's anything here right now that I can do. Like that's like a door that should open, but maybe not. Okay, I think I just knocked him down there. Hang on. There you go.
This must be Hydra's lake.
Lakes are still. Why name it after the spirit of flowing water?
I need to head this way. Yeah. Not very good at dodging.
I was right. It is an ark. A great one.
It isn't moving. I'll get a closer look.
I don't want to get too close to it because I have a feeling it's going to come alive and attack me. Oh, no, I did not mean to climb on there. Close to the surface, you can also press E to climb. This behavior can be toggled to default in options.
An ark of the stricken earth, I would guess. Any chance you could bring a piece of it back to camp?
Doubt my sword is strong enough.
Then there's not much we can do with this for now. Dom seems to have an idea about the loom gate, at least. 2 Enclave constructs. Neither of them functional. Good news. Lane found a shortcut back to our camp for you, and we've got the Wisp working.
The wisp?
Watch as Wisp. Channel a little magic into your earpiece. I'll redirect it to guide you from the scry to the shortcut.
Is what's this? Okay, press B to conjure a wisp. Warrior will consult the team and maps to guide it in the general direction of your closest objective. Okay. I'm gonna have to quickly go into settings though, because I need to change the button to climb down. Wait, is it not its own keybind? It isn't. Okay, that's going to be slightly irritating. Okay.
I see the path.
Good. That should take you to the shortcut.
I don't see where the shortcut is supposed to be anymore. I'm guessing still this way. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That should be it. According to my map, it's a man-made tunnel that grants easy access to the way station.
I don't have space for any of that.
Bryn's back. Let's fill her in.
We believe we found a way to activate the Loom Gate in our camp and in Glintwood Hollow.
Loom gates create limitless possibilities. Muse on what may lie beyond them. What may great history. Loom gates sound risky. I'll do that. Sure, it's safe. No.
With the loom gates active, we could expand our search of the Enclave. Who knows what we might find?
The potential for discovery is endless.
Agreed. So, how do we repair a loom gate?
What made the Enclave remarkable was not merely their constructs, but their ability to power them. It has long been rumored that beneath our very feet exists an extensive magical network known as the Tapestry. The pipe you found in Glintwood Hollow is proof of its existence. It must be a conduit that directs raw magic to the loom gates as a source of power.
And the tangle that formed around it was a leak.
Precisely. Our theory is that patching the rupture will restore power to the gate.
Thankfully, Seven Lane have a plan for that.
We don't know a lot about arcs, but I dug up some old stories from logs that we inherited from a weaver band that broke apart. In notes dated before the Surge, this band managed to get one of the enchanters who worked on the arcs riotously drunk and talking.
Apparently, the Arks have a thin carapace between their skin and their armor plates that's nigh immune to magic, and can be separated in segments. A magically resistant material like that would be perfect to seal a rupture in the tapestry.
So I need to cleave this carapace off the Ark. There's no way my sword is strong enough.
Come see me and we can make some improvements to Sola's forge. Which, in turn, means...
I could hone your sword so we can cleave the carapace, no problem.
We'll talk.
One more thing. You'll need to remove the debris on the Loom Gate's platform so that we've got a clear workspace once the patch is forged.
Easy enough?
Everyone's got a part to play in this. Let's get to work.
Bryn records all of her objectives in her journal. To open it, press J. In the body of the journal entry, Bryn often records additional details about her objectives. Okay. Okay. Oh, passage of time. After each expedition, time passes as Bryn rests and recovers. Each day is divided into 2 daytime expeditions and 1 nighttime expedition. Every time a new day passes, conditions in the Enclave change. Creatures can change locations and extreme weather conditions may appear for that day. Okay, so I need to complete treading water first.
Hey, I know we need to fix up the forge, but before we do, I'd like to talk to you about something.
Sure. What's up?
I owe you an apology.
What for?
I've been a little cold since you've arrived, and I should have been more welcoming. I was just under a lot of stress with everything that happened.
You mean when we ran for our lives from a death cloud into a lost land?
Yeah, that. And losing supplies, and Aurea getting injured, and then having a point takeover who...
Lacks experience.
At the time, that's what it seemed like. But ever since we arrived, you've been more than proving yourself. You made finding food and water a top priority. That's when I realized our Weaver band is in good hands. I underestimated you when I shouldn't have. And frankly, I was a jerk about it.
It's okay, Cass.
No, it's not. I really am sorry. I hope we can have a better relationship moving forward.
Thanks. That means a lot. Let's just start fresh, okay?
I'd love that.
The role of Point seemed really serious to you. Can I ask why that is?
Because it is serious. If you screw up, we all die.
That seems extreme.
Think of it this way. Let's say we're low on food in the desert. If you scout 3 leagues in the wrong direction, we're all 3 leagues further away from food we need to survive.
Right. I guess I see what you mean. Still sounds like an extenuating circumstance, though.
And being the first to enter the Enclave in almost half a century isn't an extenuating circumstance.
Point taken, I suppose. You know, when talking to Lane, they mentioned that you actually trained to become Point yourself. I was wondering if that had something to do with why we weren't getting along.
Oh, no. Being Point just wasn't for me. That's all.
How are you feeling now that we're starting to get settled?
If this is settled, I'd hate to see us scrambling. I have a hard time letting my guard down when there are so many unknowns. We're still missing supplies and our campsite isn't half what it should be. Can't see myself relaxing and smelling the roses anytime soon.
So, I know Sola mentioned improvements to her forge meant being able to hone my sword. What does that entail exactly?
Unfortunately, the missing supplies I mentioned.
Is there a way I can help you restock?
Right now, we reserve the materials you bring back for your armors and weapons, because that's the priority. But if there's anything you can spare, I can repurpose them into supplies for our campsite.
Sounds simple enough.
Glad to hear it. Aurea, it's Lane, by the way.
What's that?
They don't like to be called Lane Frey. I heard you saying it to Bryn earlier. That's the name their parents chose. Lane is the name they chose.
Fair enough. Didn't realise. Thank you for letting me know. Lane, Lane, Lane. Not Lane Free, but Lane.
I guess I just talked to them again. Where's the resource and supplies to the camp? Salvage, resource, any excess resource and supplies. Supplies are used for multiple things over the course of Britain's adventures, but the earliest use is to restore the band's capabilities through station upgrades. Okay.
These are a great start. With the supplies we've got already, we could shape up our campsite. We lost a lot of stuff when we were running for our lives, and frankly, our setup is only half of what it should be. But we can rebuild.
What do you have in mind?
Like we discussed, Sola could forge better weapons with improvements to her smithy. Like honing your sword so it can cut through arc armor. Alternatively, Dom could certainly care better for our mantles with new tools for weaving. And to keep you in fighting form, having Lane's alchemical tools in top form is invaluable. There's no end to the improvements we could make around here. And everyone's lives would be safer for it.
What about you?
Me? Oh, I don't need anything.
Come on, there must be something.
I mean, would new shelves be nice? Sure. I also have some ideas for your supply pouches. But don't worry about me. I'm fine. Right now, improving Sola's forge is more important.
Much afraid about as safe we all are. If you heard this is a high priority and have all the ships her heart desires, tell her I'll save the day with organization. Slight improvements could be made, tell her I'm on it.
You're always thinking 10 steps ahead.
You have no idea.
I love it. The better prepared our Weaver Band is, the sooner we can get out of survival mode.
Oh, I'm glad you agree.
Totally. You can count on me.
Thanks, Bren.
Use the supplies to upgrade stations in the camp. I'm assuming I go over to solar to upgrade the thing. Okay, I unlocked a mask. Okay. I'm gonna go off with that for now. That's cool.
Did you see the size of that mine entrance? Amazing, isn't it?
You mean the one behind that huge deactivated arc?
That's the one. Given the size of the entrance, I can only imagine how huge the mine must have been. Their yields must have been incredible.
I've heard the rich resources are a big part of why Weavers first settled this area.
The land's hostile, but they knew it was worth the risk. Ores from the Enclave are high grade, very pure.
Oh, I guess I upgrade over here. It wasn't showing up above that. Upgrade.
Sola is delighted with the improvements to her forge. She can refine your sword as soon as you'd like. Great work, Bryn.
Turns out we make a pretty good team. This campsite will be top of the line in no time.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to start directing a water flow to the camp. Maybe even install a fountain in the back. Would help to get a garden going in here too. Fruits, vegetables, medicinal herbs. Oh, that reminds me, we'll need the... What?
Do you ever take a break? You know, to enjoy a job well done?
Sure. Sometimes. Once there are fewer fires to put out, I'll relax. I swear.
Just try to remember, it's not the end of the world if you take a break. Someone will step in to help lighten your load.
It doesn't always feel like the others realize how much needs to get done.
Then tell them. Like how you told me we needed supplies. I stepped in to help, didn't I?
You did. I see your point.
The others will do the same.
Maybe. I'd better get back to work, but... this was nice.
Nice. I'm assuming it, yeah, just auto. Auto track's the right one.
I knew we'd recover. We always do. Still feels nice to have my core tools back this quickly.
Still a long way to go, but we'll get there.
Speaking of, I've something for you. We've been scavenging around the way station and reclaimed a fair amount of useful materials. They're stored away and ready for you. Should be enough to reforge your sword as we discussed.
What should I expect from a reforged sword?
It depends on the materials we use. Some hold edge better, making your swipes that much more deadly. Others make your gear lighter, or, for something like armor, change the way it handles heat and cold.
Can you also reforge armor? Improve my bow?
Sure can. Weapons or armor, we can rework them with different materials as you prefer.
What's the key difference between reforging my gear and just making something new?
If you want gear that does something fundamentally different, make something new. For instance, there are fabrics, metals, leathers, and so on that are highly resistant to heat. A suit of armor made of a combination of those would have been incredible against the Drake you faced in the Veil's shadow. If you don't need something additional, and just want to improve what you already have, that's when you reforge. Keeps the clutter down in the caravan.
Sounds like it's time to make something that can punch through arc armor.
That's the spirit.
Shouldn't we be trying to find a way out of here?
Focus on one thing at a time. It's all we can do.
What is there to focus on except that we're stuck inside a magical bubble for all eternity?
How about your share of the camp setup? Less worrying and more unpacking, please.
Reforging. All of Bryn's gear can be reforged to swap out lower quality materials for stronger ones of the same category. The original materials are reclaimed, used as part of the process. New materials will change both the appearance and the stats of your gear. Higher quality material will have a significant impact on Bryn's damage and survivability. So we want to, I guess, make it stronger. Okay, so currently it's iron. I guess if we add that. Okay, that's not much of an improvement. Okay, it changes depending on what order you do it. Or does it? Yeah, it does. Is that what didn't have the extras at the bottom? Unless it's just changing, or it's just because it's about the overall stats. Okay. So I guess I want to be upping the weapon power. Basically as much as possible. And lowering the weight is actually good. I mean, this is the best one. That one does also better heat and that gives better cold, but I think just the general one is probably the best. I mean, I guess that's the best I can get the stats. Which is decently better.
Don't forget to block. There you go. Not just good as new. Better.
Now that I can cut the carapace free, what's next?
Whenever the band is collaborating on a problem, I'm often the one to create the design, and you'll put it together with me. At least normally they're my designs. Sev actually came up with this one. With carapace and enough metal, I can forge his patch for the leaking conduit.
Any particular metal required?
No, just enough of the same type. Sev and I try to keep our designs flexible to work with whatever we've got in the caravan. Once you have everything we need, we'll forge the patch here.
I'm gonna track that one. Go and get the carapace first, but I'm gonna have a look. After improving the smithy gear can be upgraded to increase effectiveness. The same material. Okay. So I'd need more ironwood to upgrade it, but it wouldn't actually do that much, so probably not worth it. Okay, that's that. Well, as I have no current head armor, I don't have enough of anything right now, though. Because I need 6. Okay, I can get some more. And what about this? Yeah, I need more woven again. Okay. And it changes the colour, which is pretty cool. Okay, I could talk to everyone, or I'm just gonna probably run and grab some resources. Actually, yeah, that softwood was pretty good. So let's try and grab more of it. Also, I'm assuming I can like... Yeah, I can drop stuff if I decide I don't need it. Okay, these can drop, I guess, red cotton. Okay, there was the thing. If I go... Yeah, over here is where the construct is. I did not mean to clean that. I'm that.
Point. What a beautiful view.
I was hoping that I'd be able to trap one of them in the ice there, but I can't move that. Freezing those guys in the ice is actually really good. Hey, Nightsham! How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Let me just give you a shout out. What are you up to? While waiting. Not one I've heard of. What was it like? Did you have fun? Welcome in, everyone. We are playing a game that only recently came out. It's very fun so far. I do actually really like this map style. It's a bit hard to navigate, but yeah, I think it was in tiny teams. Okay, I didn't realise it was in tiny teams. Yeah. Eternal Strands is fun. So it's on Xbox Game Pass, which is how I found it and where I'm playing it from. So, and yeah, it's pretty cool so far. I like that I can just literally climb every single surface if I have stamina, which is always nice when games give you that freedom. Currently just going through like some of the starting quests. We only just started playing it, well, a couple hours ago, but yeah. How is your stream? Basically comic book style thing. It's something things while being impatient. Okay. Nice. Hope you had fun. Yeah, I've had to like rebind a bunch of controls because they were just a bit awkward for me. But you can like switch between range and nearby, and there's like currently 2 types of magic, which is like picking things up and throwing it about, or just making ice to like freeze things in place, which also helps if there's fire. That's what I think about this game. Interesting. Yeah. I'm just running around grabbing resources at the moment. Ow. Oh dear, I am out of stamina. Oh, come on. Can I not pick up every... okay, what have I got in my inventory that I might want to get rid of? Because I do want to pick up that material. Maybe I get rid of the red iron, or just the regular iron. Is there a way to see what materials I've got in the camp? I wonder. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna drop that so I can pick this up. Because it's higher tier. I was hoping that would break the rock. But no. Ah, there is one right next to me as well. break. They are breaking slowly. Some of the other rocks didn't want to break. Oh, actually. Can I pick it up? Pick that one up. And I can smash it. Nice. Oh. Ah. That hurts. Okay. Let me throw another rock at you, wherever you went. Alright, it resets when I leave the area. Okay. I'm guessing it's also healing. Or not. Because it just died. Ah, dense fur. Carastone. Oh, I want some of that. Let's drop those. It's Carastone. Oh, I can't. What is Carastone? Okay. I am going to drop that because I want the ironwood. Whatever that is. A data, and I can't pick the hide up. I want to pick it up because it's a 3-star tier 1. Okay, I'm gonna head to the exit. Nice, I managed to parry it. Yeah, I don't really want to be doing like more than like 1 or 2 slashes at the thing at a time. Otherwise it has too much of a chance to hit me. Yeah, this is... Ow. Okay, there's 2 of them. Or is there? I want to keep all the rest of this. Yeah, that's better tier thing. Yeah, this way. Is there any more of those around? It looks like it immediately froze back up, so I'm not even going to try. Okay, this way. Yeah, I think this way is the right way. I don't think I can go that way. Okay, let's see what we can craft now. could use any of those. And this one's technically the best one to go with. But I lose heat resistance, but I get tons of cold resistance. Sounds not as good. This one again. I mean, I might as well go with the better one. I do also have to have a second one. I probably do want to up the heat resistance a bit though. So even though visually this one looks the best. I'm gonna go with that one. I kind of want to go with that one to up the heat resistance. Even though this one gives more armor. And both heat and cold resistance. That one just ups cold. Yeah, I kind of want to go with that one. Right. What is the difference between these? That one has like a max magic thing. So I'm assuming better. I want to go with that one just for visuals. Oh, the cobalt does look kind of cool. Yes, like the lining fabric. I mean, I do quite like the look of that. I can't like spin around and look from the back or anything. Oh no, I went back. Well, I mean, I guess this is what my current is, 115522. So it would already be better, I guess.
Not as protective, but great against the elements.
What? I just had a folder randomly open up that's like crush it. Oh, fatal error. The game had a fatal error. Oh, I hope I haven't lost any progress. Well, we'll relaunch the game and see. I'm assuming it has autosave and that I don't have to replay the entire thing. Sorry if that was very loud, that was the sound of the game opening. Okay, looks like I can just continue. Okay, I'm not wearing the new armor, but I am wearing the new helmet. How do I change my equipment? What was over here with this person? Oh yeah. So yeah, I lose a little of heat resistance, but everything else goes up, so... And it looks nicer. Okay. I think I want that one, which costs 20. Okay, so I can't upgrade any further for now, but that's cool. Yeah, I don't think there was any other, like, things I could craft, so I'm just gonna head back out. We'll head straight to the place with the carapace so we can get it. Obviously collecting resources on the way. Oh, actually, I should have upgraded my bow. Ow. Throwing rocks at them is very effective. It's over there. think I can go that way. Right? Yeah. Oh, I heard a creature.
You're coming up on the Ark of the Stricken Earth. With a stronger sword, hopefully the carapace will come off easy.
This might take a while.
You'll need to swing harder to cut through armor that thick.
What's happening?
Retrieving the carapace is going to be trickier than we thought.
Is she really ready to fight that thing?
Catch Catch your breath. When you're ready, you can climb the arc to attack it from different angles. It! Hit the exposed skin with everything you've got.
Climbing it didn't work.
Magic isn't coursing through that patch of skin anymore. Move on.
Another. Can't, like... You just stay still. Still. God's sake, he doesn't stay still long enough.
are unstoppable, Brett. I was worried we might lose our chance to get the carapace, but you secured it.
Any concerns about using the Archon strand, Dom?
Concerns? None. Excitement? Considerable. We should be able to weave that strand into your mantle, Bryn.
I got other resources. What do I want to drop? Let's drop that one just to see what the other things are. Whitewood. Oh, that's a green resource. I kind of want to pick that up. Oh, fire, bloom, and steel. Oh, both of those are good. Okay, my mission is to go back. This one's the nearest exit. Which is this way. It was a little too far to throw. Throwing rocks at things is very helpful. There's actually quite a bit of damage to them. Ow. It doesn't really matter which one I use, so I'll just use the iron.
Perfect.
You think this patch will fix the leaking pipe?
Yes. Once you clear the debris on the Loom Gates platform in Glintwood Hollow, we should be ready.
That's next on the list.
After that, you can tell Arya we've got what we need to fix the gate.
Me?
Acting or otherwise, major communication should come from the point.
I'll keep that in mind.
Mantles. Weavers channel magic through the strands of power woven into mantles. Each mantle can only be attuned to strands of the same family. By harvesting more strands from the wild creatures around the Enclave, Bryn can gain new abilities or increase the power of ones she already has in her mantle. Okay. Wait. Did I upgrade that one? No. Okay, I can only upgrade the kinetic one. Snaring Blast. Resonance. Every time a new strand is harvested, creates an artificial strand that resonates with the harvested one, allowing for future study of the magic within. Some quest objectives require a specific quality of resonance to progress. Each strand upgrade in Bryn's mantle increases the resonance quality as well. The qualities in order are fragile, fine, and exquisite. Okay, so this one, during a vortex of raw kinetic energy that draws foes and objects alike into its attractive circle, pairs well with other abilities and attacks as it gathers foes close together. Okay. Yeah, my arc from stricken earth to collect another ensnaring blast strand. Okay. On Loom Gate and Feather's Arch. Yeah, so that's the one we're doing. Although, looking at the time, I should probably stop. This game's pretty fun. I will definitely be continuing this. Yeah, I'll probably play some more of this next week as well. It is quite fun. I'm enjoying it. I like the customization of all of the like equipment stuff that you can really do like however you like it. And of course I went blue because I could.
Sola seems pretty pleased with the upgrades to her forge. I think she might want to thank you, Bryn.
I should probably talk to all of them at some point, but it's fine. I'll do that next time. I probably don't want to be standing on there, but yeah, it's a very fun game. I'm very much enjoying it. And I will definitely be doing some more. I probably will try not to do any off stream. If I do play off stream, it'll literally just be gathering like resources and stuff. Just going around and just picking things up, but I probably will try and avoid that, and at least initially just stick to playing this on stream for a little bit. But it is quite fun. It wouldn't let me like click save, so I'll leave it at that. But I think I will just be ending the stream there for the day. I will, of course, be back on Friday with some more Enshrouded with Arya and Devil. And then next week we'll do some more of this on Wednesday, and then we'll also be doing it Satisfactory on Monday. Assuming nothing comes up, that means I can't do any of those. But yeah, it'll be all for today, I think. It's been very fun. I hope you all enjoyed watching. And yeah, the game's on Xbox Game Pass. If anyone like the look of it and thinks they might like to play it, like you can just get it on there. It's very fun. But yeah, I am going to head off now. Although I will wait a second just to make sure everyone is fully back from the ads. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you have all enjoyed the stream. And I will be back on Friday. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you all had a nice time here today, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye!